Everybody knows the Igbos have been marginalized. Successions of Nigerian governments have marginalized the Igbos. But we need to understand where this is coming from. When I say this, I will sound, ethnical, but it is a fact. The Igbos are hated by majority of the rest of Nigerians. Okay? And I always say it is due to the fact of Igbos being very ambitious and sometimes overly ambitious, and so an Igbo man almost always prospers in everything he does, and so brings him jealousy from his counterparts. And so what usually happens is that they try to beat us down, right? And so that has also gone into government. The same reason we went to war is the same reason today the Igbos are being marginalized. The hate of the Igbo man. He's daring, he's got guts, and other people hate his guts, right? So in government, yes, we have been marginalized, but I'm not even going to make a case for appointments, because when you appoint an Igbo man, for example, you make him Minister of Health. You've appointed a Minister of Health for the whole of Nigeria, not just for the Igbos. He benefits from it because he earns a fat salary. So if you don't give us appointments, but you give people who will do the job appointments, I don't care. It doesn't bother me. But then when you're talking about economics, when you're talking about infrastructure, when you're talking about development, when you're talking about roads, you're talking about airports, you're talking about, access to seaports, the things that are supposed to benefit a region economically, and you're not giving that to us, it is a clear case of marginalization. So we've seen that in different governments. Yes, whether you gave contracts to Igbo people and the money, it's a different thing. That's not marginalization to me. That's corruption. And so you who gave the contracts should arrest the people who you've given contracts and they haven't done them and prosecute them for being criminals. But marginalization is when you have given, for example, recently they declared about 3 airports in 3 different regions of Nigeria, special economic zones, and none was given to the southeast. That is a clear case of marginalization. Okay? You're talking about, seaports. You're talking about railroads. They did a magnificent, beautiful project that goes from Lagos to Ibadan. Beautiful, beautiful project, and I give them kudos for that. But now, the question is, Lagos to Ibadan and Lagos to the southeast, which is more beneficial to Nigeria's GDP? We all know the answer. So why choose Ibadan over the southeast? And since you decided to do it for Ibadan, why don't you do one for the southeast as well, where trade is the mainstay, and that trade is what holds up our economy? And now you've given out another contract from the north to Niger, and you sidetracked southeast that contributes majorly to the GDP of Nigeria. That's unfair. It's clear that they don't like us. It's clear that they know that if you give us a chance, we will prosper. And so they're trying to hold us down. At the government level, that's what they do. I'm going to say this. You need to understand the nature of the Igbo man. An Igbo man is a nationalist. As a matter of fact, I've always said the Igbo man is the only true nationalist in Nigeria. The Igbo man is the one person that will go to the north, marry a wife from the north, build a house, make his investments there, doesn't discriminate. And so you find out that the Igbo money has actually done more good for Nigeria in general than it's done for the southeast, right? Give that to the Igbo man.
I'm from a Yoruba tribe, but when you see an Igbo guy, you better be ready, because this guy is trained like an Israeli. Everything is pressure. They don't play. You open your shop at 7, an Igbo guy has opened at 5. You take your own to 5, the guy will give you 4:30.
And that is why other people hate his guts.